Okay, let's try to understand why the Bohr's model, which was proposed in 1913 by Niels Bohr, for especially for hydrogen atom and similar species like helium ion, lithium ion, and beryllium ion, to predict fail to predict the structure and other phenomena that were discovered other that were discovered later on in 1924 and 1927 by D. Broglie, by D. Broglie and Werner Heisenberg in 1927. So it cannot account, the Bohr model cannot account for the theory and the proposals made by D. Broglie and Werner Heisenberg. According to Bohr model, electrons are like they are charged particle, and a charged particle moving around nucleus in a fixed path, because, since we can calculate the radius of the path in which they are revolving around the nucleus, and we were also able to calculate the velocity of the electron while moving in those path. Although he used the Max Planck concept of quantization of charge, when giving principal quantum number for the first time, which according to which the when electrons while revolving around nucleus, they will have some specific amount of energy, uh, not every other amount of energy. The amount of energy in different shells are quantized. But what it ignored, what the Moore model, although it was in advancement to Rutherford's model of the nuclear atom, where it didn't say anything about how the electrons are distributed. And the Bohr's model was also able to explain the line spectra formed uh, by hydrogen atom. But it ignored the dual behavior matter proposed by D. Broglie in 1924, which according to which all the matter, whether in scale of subatomic particles or in the scale of a cricket ball or a planet, uh, they matter just like electromagnetic waves have dual behavior. They have both wave-like characters and particle-like characters. In fact, the wavelength of any matter moving is given by h by momentum p, which is the product of mass and velocity. The Bohr model also contradicted the uncertainty principle proposed by Werner Heisenberg in 1927, which says that it's impossible to calculate the position and the velocity of an electron at the same time precisely. So the Bohr was a but it so that means Bohr was able to calculate both the position and the velocity, which according to Heisenberg is impossible. So instead of saying that this electron is moving exactly at this position, at this path, the concept of orbit, after Heisenberg, if we apply the Heisenberg's principle, we cannot say the electron is present here. We will say that the probability of finding electron around the nucleus, it should be here. It should be presented by dots. So we needed a model which will account for the wave particle duality, which will consider that the electrons have both wave as well as particle uh, characteristics or properties, and it will be fulfilled by quantum mechanical model of an atom, which will be our next topic.